You don't need to fight your thoughts tonight, you can just let them be there, like clouds drifting across a wide open sky. They come, they pass, they move along without any effort from you. Your mind might be busy, that's okay, minds do that. They create thoughts the way the ocean creates waves, constantly, endlessly, and there's nothing wrong with that, nothing you need to fix or change right now. Imagine your thoughts as trains passing through a station. You're sitting on a bench, just watching. Each thought is a train. Some are slow, some are fast, some are loud, some are quiet, but you don't have to get on any of them, you can just watch them arrive and depart, arrive and depart. The bench beneath you is solid, steady, real, while the trains keep moving, your thoughts keep moving, and that's what they do, they move, they don't stay, even when it feels like they might stay forever, they always move eventually. Maybe you're thinking about tomorrow, about all the things that need to happen, and that thought is just another train. You can see it, acknowledge it, watch it pull into the station, and then watch it leave again, moving down the tracks, getting smaller, quieter, until it's gone. Or maybe you're replaying something from today, a conversation, a moment, something you said or didn't say, and that's another train. It arrives with all its noise and color and detail, and you can let it be there, let it sit at the platform for a moment, and then let it go, watching it disappear into the distance. Your breath is like an anchor, gentle and constant, breathing in, breathing out, and your thoughts can swirl around that anchor, but the breath keeps going, steady, reliable, always there when you notice it. Think of your mind as a radio. Sometimes it's tuned to a station that plays thoughts about the past, sometimes it switches to a station playing thoughts about the future, sometimes it finds a station full of worries or plans or memories, and you don't have to turn the radio off, you can just turn down the volume a little, let it play in the background while you rest. The radio keeps playing, that's what radios do. But you can rest anyway, you can let your body sink deeper into comfort while the radio plays softly somewhere far away, distant, barely noticeable. Each thought that comes is like a cloud. Some clouds are dark and heavy, some are light and wispy, some move quickly across the sky, some drift slowly, but the sky holds them all, the sky doesn't push them away, the sky just lets them pass through. And you can be like the sky, vast and open and allowing. You might notice a thought about something you need to remember, and that's fine, that thought is welcome here, it can float by like any other cloud, you don't need to grab it or hold on to it, it will still be there tomorrow if you need it, thoughts don't disappear just because you stop focusing on them. Maybe you're worried about not sleeping, about lying here with all these thoughts. And that worry is just another cloud, another train, another station on the radio. It's part of the weather of your mind tonight, and weather changes, it always does, without any forcing or pushing from you. Your body knows how to rest, even when your mind is busy, your muscles can soften, your shoulders can drop, your jaw can unclench, while thoughts continue their natural movement through your awareness, like a river flowing past. You don't have to stop the river, you can just rest beside it. Think of a train station at night, quiet, peaceful, with trains still passing through, but fewer now, slower, their lights moving past the windows, and you're warm inside, safe, watching those lights drift by, not going anywhere, just being here, present, still. Some thoughts are about nothing in particular. Just random images or words or feelings, and those are welcome too. Everything is welcome here. There's no such thing as the wrong thought, no such thing as thinking too much. There's just this moment, this breath, this gentle allowing of whatever comes. You might feel your mind trying to solve a problem, working on something, figuring something out, and you can let it do that. You don't have to stop it. Problem solving is just another train passing through, just another cloud drifting by, your mind doing what minds do, while you rest, while you soften, while you sink into this moment. The darkness around you is soft, supportive, holding you like water holds a leaf, and your thoughts can float on the surface of that water, bobbing gently, moving with the current, not sinking, not drowning, just floating, just being carried along. Maybe you're thinking about someone, a person who matters to you, or a conversation you want to have, and that thought can be here too. It doesn't disturb your rest, it's just another visitor passing through the station of your mind. Welcome to arrive, welcome to leave whenever it's ready. Your breath continues, in and out, a gentle rhythm that doesn't require any effort, just like your heartbeat, just like the way your body knows how to be alive without your conscious involvement, and your thoughts are part of that aliveness, that constant movement of being human. Think of thoughts as leaves floating down a stream. Some get caught for a moment on a rock, some swirl in an eddy, some move quickly with the current, but the stream keeps flowing, and eventually every leaf moves on, continues its journey, finds its way downstream. You don't have to be anywhere but here, you don't have to do anything but breathe, and thinking is not doing, thinking is just happening, like clouds forming in the sky, like waves rising in the ocean, natural, effortless, part of the landscape of this moment. Maybe you're aware of sounds around you, a hum, a creak, a distant noise, and those sounds are like thoughts too. They come, they register in your awareness, they fade away, neither good nor bad, just present, just passing through. Your body is heavy now, or light, or somewhere in between, and that's perfect. Whatever you feel is exactly right for this moment. There's no wrong way to rest, no wrong way to be here with your thoughts, with your breath, with this quiet darkness. Imagine standing on a bridge over a highway, watching cars pass beneath you. Each car is a thought. Some are bright, some are dark, some are fast, some are slow, and you're just watching from above, not in the traffic, not trying to direct it, just observing the flow, the constant movement. The bridge is stable, solid, separate from the traffic, and you can stand there as long as you need to, watching, breathing, being, while the cars continue their endless journey below you, going wherever cars go, without your involvement, without your control. You might notice yourself thinking about thinking, noticing that you're noticing, and that's okay too. That's just another layer, another cloud, another train. The mind watching itself is still the mind, still creating movement, still doing what it does. Rest doesn't mean emptiness, rest doesn't mean silence, rest can happen alongside thought, alongside sound, alongside all the activity of being alive, because rest is about allowing, about not fighting, about letting things be as they are. Your thoughts about the past can't change the past, your thoughts about the future can't control the future, but they can be here now, in this present moment, acknowledged and allowed, neither pushed away nor clung to, just passing through like everything passes through. Think of your awareness as a vast room, and thoughts are visitors walking through. Some stay for a few seconds, some linger a bit longer, but eventually they all leave through another door. The room remains spacious and still, while visitors come and go, come and go. You don't need to be a good meditator, a good sleeper, a good anything right now. You can just be here, imperfect, human, thinking, breathing, resting in whatever way rest comes to you tonight, gentle with yourself, patient with your busy mind. Maybe you're planning something, organizing thoughts about tomorrow or next week, and that planning mind can do its thing while your body rests. The two can happen at the same time, thinking and resting, moving and stillness, both true, both present, both allowed. Your breath is always here, reliable, constant, something you can return to whenever you want, like a home base, a touchstone, breathing in, breathing out, simple, uncomplicated, always available. Clouds keep forming in the sky, that's what skies do, they create clouds, and your mind keeps creating thoughts, that's what minds do. It's not a problem to solve, it's just nature. just the way things are, and you can rest in that understanding, in that acceptance. Some thoughts feel important, urgent, like they need your attention right now, and you can acknowledge that feeling without acting on it. You can say to that thought, I see you, I hear you, and I'll be here in the morning. We can talk then. For now I'm just resting, just allowing, just being. The weight of your body on this surface beneath you is real, solid, present, while your thoughts are light, weightless, floating, two different experiences happening at once, the heaviness and the lightness, the solid and the ethereal, both part of this moment. Think of a snow globe. When you shake it, the snow swirls wildly, chaotically, but if you set it down and wait, the snow eventually settles, slowly, gradually, in its own time. You can't force it to settle faster, you can only allow the settling to happen naturally. Your mind might be like a shaken snow globe right now, and that's okay. You can let it be shaken, let the thoughts swirl, and trust that settling will come in its own time, without force, without pressure, just through gentle allowing and patience. Maybe you're judging yourself for thinking so much, for not being able to quiet your mind, and that judgment is just another thought, another visitor, another train passing through. You can notice it without believing it, watch it without identifying with it. You are not your thoughts, you are the awareness that notices thoughts, the sky that holds clouds, the station where trains pass through, vast and spacious and fundamentally still, even when everything within you seems to be moving. Your eyes are closed or heavy, your body is supported, held by what's beneath you, and your thoughts are free to roam, to wander, to do whatever thoughts do. You don't have to manage them, direct them, or control them. They're managing themselves, doing their own dance. Think of thoughts as birds flying across the sky. Some fly in formation, some fly alone, some call out loudly, some pass by in silence, but the sky doesn't chase them or push them away. The sky just allows them their flight, their journey, their path. You might drift for a moment and then return, noticing you were gone, and that drifting is good. That's rest beginning to happen. Even if thoughts come back, even if you become aware again, those moments of drifting are deepening, lengthening, coming more frequently. The night is long, patient, there's no rush, nowhere to be, nothing to accomplish. You can just exist here in this space between waking and sleeping, where thoughts are softer, slower, less demanding, more dreamlike. Maybe a memory surfaces, something from years ago, vivid and detailed, and that memory is welcome. It's just another cloud crossing the sky, another train at the station. It can be here without disturbing your rest, without pulling you away from this gentle state of allowing. Your breath moves through you like wine through trees, natural, effortless, and your thoughts move through your mind the same way, neither good nor bad, just movement, just flow, just the nature of being alive and aware. Think of yourself as the ocean floor, deep, still, quiet, while waves of thought move on the surface far above. You can hear them, sense them, know they're there, but they don't disturb the deep stillness of where you rest, down in the quiet depths. Some thoughts are sticky, they want to pull you in, make you engage, solve them, figure them out, and you can feel that pull without following it, like feeling the tug of a current while staying anchored to the ocean floor, feeling it but not being swept away by it. The texture of this moment is soft, yielding. There's no hardness here, no resistance, just a gentle holding of everything that arises, every thought, every sensation, every subtle movement of mind and body, all held in this soft, dark space. Maybe you notice tension somewhere in your body, in your forehead, your chest, your hands, and that tension is okay too. You don't have to make it go away, it can be here. It's just another cloud, another train, another visitor passing through your awareness. Your thoughts might turn to things you wish were different, situations you want to change, And those wishes can float by too, like leaves on a stream, like clouds in the sky, noticed, acknowledged, allowed to move through without grabbing onto them. Think of a field of grass, each blade swaying in the wind, and your thoughts are like that wind, moving through the field, touching each blade, making it sway. But the grass doesn't resist the wind, doesn't fight it, just moves with it, bends with it, allows it. You might hear a thought telling you that you should be asleep by now, that you're doing this wrong, and that thought is just another train, another radio station, another cloud. It has no more truth or importance than any other thought, it's just passing through. The space around you is quiet, or maybe it's not, maybe there are sounds, rustling, breathing, distant noises, and all of that is part of the night, part of this moment, part of the gentle tapestry of now. Your mind might wander to a conversation you had, analyzing what was said, what wasn't said, what you should have said, and that analyzing mind is doing its thing, working, thinking, and you can let it work while you rest, the two existing side by side. Think of watching fish in a pond, they swim this way and that, appearing and disappearing, moving through the water, and you're sitting at the edge, just watching, not directing them, not controlling where they go, just observing their natural movement. Some thoughts feel heavy, weighted with emotion, with worry, with sadness or fear, and those heavy thoughts can be here too. They don't break anything, they're just heavier clouds, slower trains, but still moving, still passing, still temporary. Your body is breathing you, your heart is beating you, and your mind is thinking you, all of it happening without your effort, without your control, just the natural processes of being alive, unfolding moment by moment. Maybe you're thinking about something you need to do, something you forgot, something that matters, and that thought can circle for a while if it needs to. You don't have to push it away, it will leave when it's ready, when it's done circling. Think of a carousel, slowly turning, and your thoughts are the horses going around and around. You can watch them pass, see the same thought come around again, and that's okay. Carousels turn, thoughts repeat, it's all part of the movement, the flow. The darkness behind your eyelids might have shapes, colors, patterns, and those are welcome too. Your visual mind creating images, playing with light and shadow, doing what it does even when your eyes are closed, even when you're resting. You might feel restless, like you want to move, shift, adjust, and you can do that, or you can just notice the restlessness like you notice a thought, watching it arise, watching it exist, watching it eventually fade or transform into something else. Your thoughts might turn to someone you miss, someone you love, someone you're worried about, and those thoughts carry feeling with them, warmth or longing or concern, and all of that can be here, felt, allowed, not pushed away. Think of standing in a gentle rain, each raindrop is a thought, falling softly, touching you, rolling off, falling to the ground, and the rain keeps coming. That's what rain does, and you can stand in it, feeling it, letting it fall, not fighting against the rain. Maybe a song is playing in your mind, repeating, looping, and that's just another form of thought, melody and words cycling through. You can let the song play, it's not disturbing anything, it's just the radio of your mind finding a station and staying there for a while. Your body might feel warm or cool, comfortable or slightly uncomfortable, and whatever you feel is just sensation, just another visitor in your awareness, passing through like everything else, not permanent, not fixed, just here for now. Think of thoughts as children playing in a park, running around, calling out, full of energy and movement, and you're sitting on a bench nearby, watching them play, not needing to organize them or direct them, just letting them do what children do, what thoughts do. You might notice a thought that makes you smile, something funny or sweet, something that brings a moment of lightness, and that's nice. That's a pleasant train passing through the station, a bright cloud in the sky, welcome like all the others. The quiet between thoughts might appear for a moment, a gap, a space of nothing, and then thoughts return, and that's the rhythm, thinking and not thinking, sound and silence, movement and stillness, all part of the same dance. Your breath might be shallow or deep, fast or slow, and however it is right now is exactly how it needs to be. There's no correct way to breathe in this moment, just the way you are breathing, natural, easy, your body knowing what to do. Maybe you're thinking about this narration itself, aware that you're listening, aware of the words, the pauses, the suggestions, and that awareness is just another layer of thought, another aspect of your busy, beautiful, thinking mind. Think of a river that flows both on the surface and deep below. The surface might be choppy with thoughts, with movement, with activity, but deeper down the river is calm, steady, continuous, and you can rest in that depth while the surface does whatever it does. Some thoughts are about fear, about things that might go wrong, about uncertainty, and fear thoughts are loud, insistent, but they're still just thoughts, still just trains, still just clouds, no more solid or real than any other mental event passing through. Your hands might be warm or cool, relaxed or slightly tense, and you can notice them without needing to change them. They're just resting where they are, being hands, doing what hands do when they're not doing anything in particular. Maybe you're aware of time passing, wondering how long you've been here, how long until morning, and that awareness of time is another thought, another cloud. You can let it drift by. Time will do what time does whether you think about it or not. Think of a tree in autumn, leaves falling one by one, and your thoughts are like those leaves, letting go, drifting down, landing softly, and the tree doesn't worry about losing its leaves, doesn't try to hold on to them, just lets them fall naturally, easily. You might feel a thought that wants to plan, to organize, to figure things out, and that planning mind is trying to help, trying to prepare, trying to protect, and you can appreciate that intention while still letting the thoughts pass by like trains, like clouds. Your face might soften, the tiny muscles around your eyes, your mouth, your forehead, releasing tension you didn't know was there, and that softening happens on its own, naturally, as you continue to rest, to breathe, to allow. Maybe a worry appears, something specific or vague, and that worry is doing its job, trying to keep you safe, trying to alert you, but right now, in this moment, you're safe, you're resting, and the worry can float by like any other thought. Think of the sky at dusk, gradually darkening, colors shifting and changing, and your mind is like that sky, slowly transitioning from the busyness of day toward the quieter state of night, not all at once, but gradually, gently, in its own rhythm. Some thoughts are like questions without answers, wondering, curious, searching, and those wandering thoughts can wander through your mind without needing resolution, without needing closure, just exploring, just being curious. Your body is held, supported, by what's beneath you, the surface is solid, reliable, and you can trust it to hold you while your thoughts float and drift above, lighter than air, weightless, free. Maybe you're thinking about a project, something creative or practical, imagining how it might unfold, and those imaginative thoughts are part of how your mind works, creating possibilities, exploring potential, and that's fine, that's welcome, that's allowed. Think of a leaf floating in a gentle breeze. It doesn't decide where to go, it just moves with the air, rises and falls, turns and spins, and your thoughts can be like that leaf, moved by forces you don't need to understand or control. You might notice the same thought coming back again, circling around, and repetitive thoughts are normal, common, part of how minds work. They circle until they're finished, and you can watch them circle without getting frustrated, without judging. Your shoulders might drop a little more, your jaw might soften a little more, your whole body gradually releasing, slowly, subtly, while your mind continues its activity, its thinking, its natural flow of thoughts and images and feelings. Maybe you're aware of your heartbeat, steady, reliable, always there, and that rhythm is another anchor, another constant, something that continues regardless of what your mind is doing, regardless of how many thoughts are passing through. Think of clouds forming and dissolving, appearing out of nothing, disappearing into nothing, and thoughts are the same. They form from somewhere you can't quite locate, they exist for a while, and then they dissolve back into wherever thoughts go when they're finished. Some thoughts are about the past, moments you wish you could change, words you wish you could take back, and those regrets are heavy, but they're still just thoughts, still just weather in the sky of your mind, still passing. Your breathing is your companion tonight, always with you, reliable and steady, and whenever you notice you've been caught up in a thought, pulled into a train, swept into the current, you can gently return to the breath, to this anchor, to this moment. Maybe you're thinking about what you want, what you hope for, dreams and desires floating through your awareness, and those wanting thoughts are part of being human, part of having a mind that looks forward, that imagines, that hopes. Think of sitting by a fireplace, watching flames dance and flicker, always moving, never still, and your thoughts are like those flames, constantly shifting, changing shape, changing color, hypnotic in their movement, mesmerizing in their flow. You might feel sleepy for a moment and then alert again, drifting toward rest and then returning to awareness, and this back and forth is natural, normal, the way the mind and body negotiate the transition from waking to sleeping. Your thoughts might be about nothing important, random fragments, pieces of conversations, images without context, and those meaningless thoughts are just as welcome as the important ones, just more trains passing through, more clouds drifting by. Maybe you notice a feeling in your chest, tightness or openness, heaviness or lightness, and emotions live in the body, they have physical sensations, and those sensations are part of this moment, part of what's here, noticed and allowed. Think of a calm lake at night, the surface reflecting moonlight, and beneath that surface, fish are swimming, moving in the dark water, and you can't see them but you know they're there, and your thoughts are like those fish, moving through the depths of your mind. Some thoughts are sticky with anxiety, replaying scenarios, imagining problems, and anxious thoughts are persistent, insistent, but they're still just thoughts, still just mental events, no more solid than a cloud, no more permanent than a wave. Your whole body can rest even while your mind is busy, your legs heavy, your arms soft, your back supported. Resting doesn't require mental silence, it just requires this allowing, this gentle permission for everything to be as it is. Maybe you're thinking about a choice you need to make, weighing options, considering possibilities, and that deliberating mind can work in the background while you rest in the foreground, both happening, both allowed, both part of this moment. Think of a garden in the wind, flowers and leaves moving, swaying, bending, and the garden doesn't resist the wind, doesn't fight against movement, just moves, just sways, and your mind can be like that garden, flexible, yielding, allowing thoughts to move through. You might notice a thought about your body, about discomfort or comfort, about position or temperature, and those noticing thoughts are just another layer, another level of awareness, the mind watching the body, commenting, observing. Your breath continues its gentle rhythm, in and out, and maybe you've stopped noticing it for a while, lost in thought, and that's okay. The breath doesn't need your attention to keep going, it breathes you whether you're aware of it or not. Maybe a difficult emotion surfaces, grief or anger or sadness, and emotions are thoughts with feeling, thoughts with energy, thoughts with color and texture, and they can move through like any other thought, like any other cloud, noticed, felt, released. Think of standing at the edge of a forest, hearing sounds from within, birds calling, branches creaking, leaves rustling, and you can't see the source of every sound, but you can hear them. Let them be there, the symphony of the forest, the symphony of your mind. Some thoughts are about connection, about people you care for, about relationships and bonds, and those thoughts carry warmth, carry meaning, and they can float through your awareness, bringing their warmth with them, leaving it behind like a gentle glow. Your body knows how to repair itself while you rest, cells doing their work, systems balancing, healing happening beneath your awareness, and your mind can think while your body does this deep work, both processes unfolding simultaneously. Maybe you're aware of darkness, the space behind your closed eyes, vast and soft, and that darkness is not empty, it's full of potential, full of rest, full of the possibility of dreams, of sleep, of deep restoration. Think of a mobile hanging in a breeze, pieces moving independently but all connected, and your thoughts are like that mobile, each one separate but part of a larger whole, moving in patterns you don't need to understand, creating a dance you can simply watch. You might notice judgment arising, thoughts about whether you're doing this right, whether you should be more relaxed by now, and those judging thoughts are just more trains, more clouds, not truth, not facts, just the mind doing what it does. Your face is soft, or softening, the mask of the day dissolving, and underneath is just you, just this awareness, just this being that exists beyond all the thoughts, all the stories, all the busy mental activity. Maybe a plan forms in your mind, steps you need to take, actions you need to complete, and that organizing mind is helpful during the day, but right now it can rest too, or it can keep planning while you rest, like background music, barely noticed. Think of waves on a shore, endlessly arriving, endlessly retreating, and your thoughts are like those waves, coming in, going out, coming in, going out, the tide of your mind, natural, rhythmic, constant. Some thoughts are whispers, barely noticeable, floating at the edge of awareness, and some are loud, demanding attention, but volume doesn't mean importance. Loud thoughts are still just thoughts, still just passing through the station. Your body might twitch or jerk slightly, a release of tension, a shift in consciousness, and those little movements are your nervous system unwinding, settling, letting go of the day, letting go into rest. Maybe you're thinking about meaning, about purpose, about big questions, and philosophical thoughts can drift through too, pondering, wondering, exploring, the mind doing what minds do even at the edge of sleep. Think of a sky full of stars, each one a tiny light, and your thoughts are like those stars, numerous, scattered across the darkness, some bright, some dim, all part of the vast night sky of your awareness. You might notice the urge to check the time, to know where you are in the night, and that urge is just another thought, another impulse. It can be there without you acting on it, just noticed, just allowed. Your breath is shallow now, or deep, or somewhere in between, and however it is, that's how it needs to be in this moment, your body adjusting, finding its rhythm, settling into its own natural pattern. Maybe a creative thought appears, an idea, an image, something your mind is making, and creativity doesn't stop just because it's night. The creating mind works whenever it wants, and those creative thoughts can float by like any others. Think of a curtain moving in a breeze, billowing and settling, and your thoughts are like that curtain, moved by forces you can't see, responding to the invisible wind of consciousness, moving, always moving. Some thoughts are about doubt, about uncertainty, about not knowing, and not knowing is okay, uncertainty is okay. You don't have to have answers right now, you don't have to figure everything out, you can rest in not knowing. Your whole being is held in this moment, this breath, this gentle darkness, held not by effort but by allowing, by acceptance, by the simple permission to be exactly as you are, thinking, feeling, breathing, being. Maybe you notice warmth spreading through your body, or coolness, or a sense of heaviness, and those sensations are part of the landscape of rest, part of the body's way of settling, of preparing for deeper states of consciousness. Think of autumn leaves scattered on the ground, each one unique, each one fallen in its own time, and your thoughts are like those leaves, each one different, each one appearing and disappearing in its own rhythm, its own timing. You might be aware of silence between sounds, or between thoughts, those small gaps where nothing is happening, and those gaps are rest, those gaps are peace, even if they only last a moment before the next thought arrives. Your mind might offer a worry about tomorrow, about something you need to do or remember, and you can acknowledge that worry, thank your mind for trying to help, and let it know that tomorrow will come whether you worry tonight or not. Maybe you feel your consciousness shifting, awareness becoming softer, fuzzier, less defined, and that shifting is good, that's the movement towards sleep, even if sleep hasn't arrived yet, even if you're still aware, still thinking. Think of a river delta, water spreading into many channels, all flowing toward the same sea, and your thoughts are like those channels, spreading out, diverging, but all part of the same flow, all moving in the same general direction. Some thoughts are about identity, about who you are, about roles you play, and those thoughts can be examined or they can simply pass by. You don't have to know who you are right now, you can just be undefined, open, present. Your body is becoming part of the surface beneath you, boundaries softening, edges blurring, and this dissolution of separation is rest, is release, is the letting go that happens when you stop holding yourself so tightly. Maybe a memory of comfort appears, a time you felt safe, a moment of peace, and that memory is a gift, a gentle thought among all the others, something soft to rest in, to return to, a peaceful station where the train can pause. Think of dandelion seeds floating on the air, each one carried by the breeze, landing wherever they land, and your thoughts are like those seeds, released, airborne, going where they go without your direction, without your control. You might notice that some thoughts have lost their urgency, their demanding quality, becoming gentler, softer, less insistent, and that softening is the mind beginning to settle, the snow globe beginning to still. Your heartbeat is there, always there, beating in your chest, in your neck, in your fingertips, a constant companion, a faithful rhythm, and you can rest in that rhythm, let it lull you, let it be a gentle pulse beneath all the thoughts. Maybe you're thinking about this process itself, this resting with thoughts, this allowing, and that meta-awareness is fine, it's just another level, another layer, the mind watching itself watch itself, circles within circles. Think of ink dispersing in water, clouds of color spreading and thinning, and your thoughts are like that ink, concentrated at first, then spreading, then fading, dissolving into the larger space of consciousness. Some thoughts are about hope, about things getting better, about positive possibilities, and hopeful thoughts are gentle, kind, they can float through your awareness like soft clouds, like trains with warm lights in their windows. Your body might feel very far away now, or very present, or you might not be sure, and that uncertainty about where you are, what you're feeling, is part of the transition, part of the boundary between waking and sleeping becoming permeable. Maybe you notice less thought now, longer gaps, more space between the trains, the station becoming quieter, the sky becoming clearer, the radio finding moments of silence between stations. Think of snow falling at night, quiet, gentle, each flake unique, and your thoughts are becoming like that snow, softer, slower, drifting down rather than rushing past, settling rather than speeding. You might drift now and not return for a while, or you might stay aware, hovering in this peaceful in-between space, And either way is fine, either way is rest, either way is exactly where you need to be. Your breath has become so gentle you barely notice it, so natural it requires no attention, and in that gentle breathing is all the rest you need, all the peace available in this moment. Maybe one last thought appears, a final visitor before sleep, or maybe many thoughts still come, and whatever comes is welcome. Nothing is wrong, everything is allowed. You don't need to fight your thoughts tonight, you can just let them be there, like clouds drifting across a wide open sky. They come, they pass, they move along without any effort from you.